Hello, in this tutorial I'm going to cover how you can create a Google document and how to manage them. Okay, so the most important thing you can do is make sure that you are signed into Google by going to www.google.com, and in the upper right hand corner you are signed in with your GCSS account. Now after you signed into Google, the easiest way to create a Google Doc is to just go to the app grid and find the Google Doc app and click on it. When doing so, it's going to show you all the docs that you've created, and then also it's going to have a template gallery right here. If you want to create a blank document, you can go ahead right now and click the plus sign and create a blank document. If you go to your template gallery, you can scroll through other templates that you may want to use. Now, there is an additional feature that I think is really nice. You can click on Gainesville City Schools and you could actually submit a template that you want others to be able to use. This could be very helpful for lesson plan templates and other kinds of forms and documents you want to share with other people in the school system. Now, I'm going to go back to General, and then I want to do a blank one, so I'm going to click on the arrow in the top left, and I'm going to come down and click blank. Now, what I want to explain is when I type something right now, it has saved what I've done on the Google Doc immediately. And when I created this Google Doc, it automatically saves it in Google Drive. So everything you do with the Google Suite or the G Suite really resides in Google Drive. But you can see, I'll name this one Example 1 Demo. All right. So I've named my Google Doc by clicking up here in the top left corner. And if I hit the back arrow and go back here, you're going to see this is where I can see this Google Doc. So if I ever want to go back and find that Google Doc, I can always click on the app grid and click on Docs, and you're going to see it right here. Also, to show you what I mean by it sitting or living in Google Drive, I'm going to come on the app grid and go to Google Drive. I'm going to click last modified just to make sure everything is up to date. You can see up here it says Example 1 Demo, and if I scroll down to the bottom, you're going to see right here Example 1 Demo created at 11:06 a.m. So there's the Google Doc. Now again, I can always take this doc and I can move it anywhere I want to move it inside Google Drive to a folder where I want to put it. I can right click on it and share it, get a shareable link, move it to a certain folder right here. So I have these functions. Okay, so that was the first way to create a Google Doc. And what we did is we went to the app grid and clicked Google Docs. Now the other way is going to Drive. This is kind of the backwards way of doing it, but there's a nice way or function for this. So let's say I'm making a lesson plan and I know it's going in my lesson plan folder. So I can go to Google Drive, click on my lesson plan folder, and go New Google Doc. Now if I click Google Doc right now, it's going to put a blank Google Doc in that folder. Also, a nice thing is if you are sharing the folder with somebody and you create this doc in that folder, then it'll automatically share that doc to the person in that folder. So that's a good thing, and it could be a bad thing if you didn't mean to do that. So always make sure you look at your folders and see if they're shared with anyone. This one is not. So I could go New Google Doc, and I have the option now to go to the arrow and say from a template, and then it'll save it in here. So I'll go Template. I can go ahead and choose a template I want to use. It'll go in here. And now one thing I can do here is I'm just going to type my name real quick. And then I want to show you another way to manage your Google Doc. Once I start typing in this Google Doc, you'll see up here I can change the title. And also you can see the location. It's in lesson plans. Now I can move this if I want to, and even create a new folder in Google Drive and put this document in that new folder by clicking here if I don't want it in lesson plans. So I'm going to go back to Google. So basically there are two ways that I showed you today. Is you can go to the app grid and click on the Doc app, or you can go to the Drive app and click in there and click Create New. So really they're the same thing. It's just another way of getting to it. as always, you can go to the URL and just type docs.google.com and it takes you straight here. So if you happen to have a situation where you do not see the Doc app and you want to quickly get to it, you can always type in the URL docs.google.com and it takes you straight there. So I hope this tutorial on how to create a Google Doc and manage it was helpful. Thank you so much for watching.